Welcome to the studio of Direkt and Amundi Talks. My name is Tove Bongstad. I'm head of Nordics at Amundi Asset Management. And with me today I have Estelle Menard, who is portfolio manager at CPR Asset Management, which is part of the Amundi group. Welcome, Estelle.
Hello, Tove. I'm very happy to be here with you.
So, you are the portfolio manager of global disruptive opportunities.
Exactly.
So, disruptive, this new word, what does it really mean?
Well, disruptive is very easy to understand, finally. Disruption or disruptive is related to a new product, a new service, or a new idea that will create a new configuration, that will change the established order by creating a new market, the cloud, for example, or by transforming an existing market, for example, Amazon within the retail industry market. So disruptive companies are game changers.
So this is not really new, we have had it before, or no, it's the disruption?
Disruption is not very new, it's not really new, in fact. We saw waves of disruption over the past century in the land transport sector, with first horses, then railroad, and then after the Ford T, and now with the sharing car and also the autonomous driving, it's a new wave of disruption with names like Google or Tesla.
So what companies today are, well, you mentioned Google and Tesla, those companies are the disruptive companies today. Could you give some more examples of disruptive companies today?
We already spoke about Google or Tesla, which are mature players in the disruptive activity. So very mature companies where we can invest in. All the GAFA are very mature, and we can find mature company in the e-commerce activity. But we also can invest in more innovative players in the healthcare area or in the industrial sector. And what is something which can be different or very interesting for us, because we can create diversification, we can also invest in legacy players that have been successful at reinventing themselves. So legacy players have decided to reallocate a part of their investment in disruptive activities. So we've got a lot of different stock profile, disruptive stock profile where we can invest in.
So you invest in all of the companies that you mentioned?
Exactly.
Okay. So what are the megatrends that drives disruption?
Well, there are four root causes driving disruption. The first one, demographic challenges. It's about aging population. It's about millennials. It's about digital natives and early adopters. It's also about increasing world population. That's the first megatrend. The second one, globalization, with the trade liberalization and the emergence of emerging countries. And we can easily understand that the increasing world population plus the trade liberalization will have an impact on our environment. So environmental challenges and the way to address them are major issues causing disruption, which is the third root causes of disruption. And then technological innovations, which is the main driver of disruption. Main driver, why? Because of the digitalization of the economy and the increasing of the usages. So these four root causes are driving disruption. They are driving the acceleration of disruption.
And I guess that these megatrends will continue going forward as well.
I think, yeah, this megatrend can continue. And if I can just take the example of millennials, they are now representing 59% of the world population, with new consumption habits, with new way of eating, new way of finding the lovers, you know. So this disruption will continue in the years to come.
Yeah. So how big is your investment universe?
Well, we've try to have a very broad investment universe, again, to be able to diversify the profile of the portfolio. The investment universe we decided to split it into 4 dimensions. The first one, the digital economy, which is a mainstream disruptive dimension, where we can find fintech, where we can find all the e-commerce activities, so names like Google, or like Facebook, or like Apple, or even like Amazon. That's the first part of the investment universe. The second dimension is the industry 4.0, where we can find all which is related to robotic, for example. The third part of this investment universe is the healthcare area, with immunotherapy, biotech companies. And the fourth one, which is the smallest one, which is the sector related to planet, the planet sectors, which is very interesting because it's the smallest part of our investment universe. But that's the part that will increase in the years to come, thanks to what happened with all the environmental challenges we are facing now.
Even though it's the smallest, maybe it's the most important for the future.
Exactly.
So how have these companies performed?
Well, we had very good ideas in this, or very good names in this investment universe. Names that did very well over the past year. Why? Because they benefit from a merger. Or it's like Juno Therapeutics, for example, that hit almost 100%. But we have got also names like Solar Edge that did very well since the beginning of the year. And if we look at the performance of each of our sub-dimensions, we see that over the past year, the digital economy is a leader in terms of performance, thanks to the cloud or to the sharing economy sub-dimension. But we find also very interesting performance in the solar sectors and also in the immunotherapy area.
So how has the fund overall performed since inception? The fund was launched end of 2016.
Yes, exactly. Launched end December 2016. Now the AUM of the fund is more than 550 million euros. And we did very well since we launched the fund, because on a net basis, absolute net basis, our performance is plus 9.5%. And that is a net relative performance of plus 7.7%.
Which is fantastic. So thank you so much, Estelle. Thank you for coming, and thank you all for watching today.
Thank you, Tove.